renowned journals of various prestigious universities. His intellectual deliberation have made his received many invitations as a resource person, like Tata Chemical at Mithapur, IDMC, VV Nagar. These are the few names are there. He also project guides for the industry, academic, and research and consultant to many premier industries like L&T, Kirloskar, Castomec Private Limited, Bhavnagar. During his journey, he also inspect the NDT, wherein in Surat, particular its erudition in operation of high-end instruments like UT, MPT, LPT, RT, etc. He has provided his service. He is a mentor of painstakingly configured program. He has developed his own program for particular development of the students. Their names are Cast Your Future, Campus to Corporate, Your Development of My, uh, Your Development is My Concern, and the Blueprint of Your Success. There are very few, there are also more names in this mentorship or programs. He is focused on education for the sustainable development. Under his able leadership, students are received gold medal in GTU, like a program of Kshitij, sports activity, and its spirit. His continuous and soft effort has made him NCC and NSS cell development at AITS, which are contributed various activity for the benefits of the society. Under his guidance, 17 PG and 7 PhD scholars have completed their degree under his noble guidance from various universities like AU, JTU, RKU, KSV, and IE, and BITS Pilani. Under his leadership, the AITS received 2 national awards from AICTE and ISTE of a green and clean campus. Also received 11 state awards from ISTE during 2016 to 2019 during his tenure from 2012 to till date. He also awarded as a Best Teacher Award 2019 IST for his best contribution in IST activities. He also awarded Rotary Vocational Award of Bhavnagar. He is a member of core committee of designing curriculum of engineering courses at state and national level. He also holding the role of VC nominee in faculty selection and as a chairman for academic audit of various engineering institute of a state. He shared his experience as a visiting faculty in a different programs like MBA, MSW, MSc, MRS, and many more. His area of interest is career guidance, like placement of the student. He also published small booklets for the development of the students, like a personality development, soft skill, marketable skill, how to face the interview, campus to corporate, and employability skill. He also awarded 2 times GIC Innovation Award from GTU as a Sankul chairman. He also exposed to procedure of NBA and NSCC cycle during his academic journey. At present, alumni are working at national and international level like USA, UK, Canada, and many more. The list is very long. During his academic journey, he is attended 80 plus STTP program at state and national level, as well as he also organized 50 plus state level training program for the faculty development as well as industrial supervisor and for the students. He also exposed to Jivan Vidya the principle of the universal human value in education. He also served in a central government project as a project officer in community polytechnic. And this program is focused on village of Bhavnagar district to uplift the rural youth with the scheme of transfer of a technology, appropriate technology, technical skill development, training, awareness camp, and need the assessment and dissemination of the information. So he also do a social job for particular growth of the youth. His professional distinction and recognition includes the editor and author of unique learning material on MP1 and maintenance and safety engineering for the distance learning mode. He is a member of editorial board of few journals, leader and chairperson of a few international conferences, and also 5+ reviewed conference publications. He is nominated as a expert trainer in a Center for Entrepreneurship Development, Gujarat, and national expert in Aga Khan Trust as a human resource development trainer. So during his 40 years of academic journey, he has also visited countries like USA, UK, Canada for creating the global teaching learning standards into the technocrats of country of India. So here is a, I have tried introduce our speaker within a very few minutes, but it is not possible to do so because his personality is very well known, and during his life cycle he has done a very noble job. So now I am hand over my our speaker, Dr. Acharya. Please, sir.
Thank you, Haresh sir, for briefing up the profile of a very noble and gentle personality in this academic field. Now, may I request Acharya sir to please carry on the session with your expertise in the field.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much, Maya madam and Parmar sir, to introduce me in a very lengthy way. Just I want to say, I'm not expert in Industries 4.0, but I'm sharing my own experience during my journey of teaching learning. So good afternoon, all of you, my beloved participant. I'm sharing my own experiences during this session. Second. Next. My introduction is already given by the Parmar sir, but here in this case, the most important point which I like is students counseling, and second, industry institute interaction. It is nowadays it is very much required for any faculty members. So if you expose to yourself to the industries, you can able
Sir has mute his mic. Wait for a while.
no
Yeah.
one screen. Whether screen is visible?
Yes, the folder, the screen you are sharing is visible, sir.
But 1 minute. Okay.
Yes.
Now it is okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is so I am available on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, everywhere. So we can connect the youngsters of today's engineering program. Next. I am inviting all the faculty members in AICTE Training and Learning Academy, New Delhi, faculty development program on impact of industries 4.0 and education and industries. Next. Now today's session, it covers Indian manufacturing industries, pros and cons of revolution, means a SWOT analysis of current industrial status. Why industrial revolutions? That question is very much required. Impact on market, threats of Indian manufacturing industries, preparedness for the opportunities, opportunity for Indian manufacturing industries, need of reskilling and upskilling of our students, and is India ready for 4.0? That is the question. Now, my session is related to the one point. When I start with any session with the participant or industries, the first question I always ask regarding any topic, any subject, why we want to study this topic, why industries 4.0 we have to study. because if your why part is clear, you can able to establish relevance of the content with the student's career or requirement of market. So the major point when I start my any presentation, the first point I should clear why part, why should I study, and second, once you clear the why part, the students have a relevance, and second, we can sensitize our students for particular topic. And once students are sensitized, immediate second question, that is how to study this topic. Now why and how, if students have clear in their mind, they are more sincere towards their learning, and even teacher can very comfortable during teaching learning process. So anytime when you start your presentation or lecture, always start with why and how. So once is why is clear, it is very easy. So the main industries in India: software, petroleum product, chemical, construction. These are the industries in India. Next. Now manufacturing sectors, capital goods and consumer goods, FMCG goods, apparel, there are a number of industries, and especially for mechanical and production engineering, machine tools, industrial machinery, process plant equipment. These are the major industries in India. Next. Now here the first point, what are the pros and cons of fourth industrial revolution? That we will see one by one. Next. Now, if you want to study any industrial environment, we have to think about the SWOT analysis. What are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what are the threats, and what are the opportunities? So once we are very clear about the SWOT analysis of even our personal life or even in our personal career, it will give you a direction. So here in this case, looking to the environment of industries, let us have a analysis of SWOT. First of all, strength of abundance of iron ore and other minerals for steel in our Indian countries. So it is a strength of India. The same way, there are a number of weaknesses that we have to come up, that we have to understand, and we have to make it convert this weakness into strength. Now, what are the threats? Hello, am I audible?
Sir, it is audible, sir.
Yes, some disturbance is there. So slow industrial growth is a big threat for Indian industries. Poor research and development, and this research and development always boost up the economical development of any country. And last one is the opportunity, low per capita consumption, positive growth of Indian economy. Now you see, we will see in detail the current market in the next slide. Next. Now strength, if we see in a very different perspective, free and open source tools, it is available. Increased citability rate. Same way, there are a number of weaknesses, digital rights management. Now every industries, if you see in market, digitization is there, and we have to train our faculty members, train our people in digitization. Opportunities, market and publicity, engaging stakeholders, that is the opportunity. And threats are funding and budgetary provisions, lack of policies. Now the government is thinking and having a brainstorming, looking to the weakness and threats, and try to change or try to improve the weakness into strength and threats into opportunity. Next. Now you see there are, if we see the strategic analysis, there are two parameters. One is the internal parameters and second one is external parameter. Internal parameters is our strength and is our weakness. If we focus on our weakness, we have to resolve it and reduce it, and we have to convert that weakness into strength. And if we see the external parameter, that is opportunity and threats. Now that threats we have to convert into opportunity. Next. Same thing I have discussed over here. Let us convert the weakness into strength, and let us convert threats into opportunity. And we have to match the strength and opportunity which gives the economical development. Next. Now, these are the 5 major driving forces. One is a economical, macro economic, social and culture, environment, sustainability, digital transformation, and governance. Now, here, these are the 5 major parameters. Digital transformation. Gradually, we have to train our people, and especially about 70% people are residing in rural area, and that rural area is a big, we can say, market. So we have to train the rural people, and the major threat which is related to the technology is environment sustainability. This sustainability connected with quality related to social issues, related to eco-friendly processes, and third one is a cost part. So everywhere, this environment sustainability is a major factor to govern the industries. Next. Now, why industrial revolution? Now you see, one by one, if we do not change our attitude, if we do not change our habit, if we do not see the changes which are taking place, what problems we will face or what problems industries are facing at present. Next. Now you just think about the Kodak company. In Kodak, in 1998, 1,70,000 staff working, selling 85% photo papers out of the market due to digital photography. Now you see the changes, technological changes which are taking place, regular camera and digital photography. If you do not adopt the new technology, you will not know more in market. So you just take one example of Kodak company. If you adopt, if your adaptability of new technology, then and then you can able to survive. The word which I am using is survival. So it is so crucial, so important regarding adaptability of new technology. Next. The same example with other companies, HMT watches, Bajaj scooter, Dayanara TV, Nokia mobile, Rajput bike, Ambassador car, Dinesh Mill cloth, and all are out of market because they have not adopted new technology. So when we teach our students, we have to teach them how to adapt new technology, how to train ourselves to acquaint with new technology. Next. Now, next 10 years, world will completely change. 70 to 90% conventional industries will close. If you do not alert the changes which are taking place around you, then you are no more in market. Because if you alert, your observation power, your eyes and ears are open, then and then you can able to understand the changes which are taking place around you, and that changes how to manage our behavior, how to manage our attitude, how to face the challenges. So the conventional industries converted into digitization. Next. Now let us take example of Uber and Ola. Now Uber is only a software, do not have any own car, still it is big taxi company. See the simple impact of software, way in which Uber and Ola is managing their business. If you see, you can learn a lot. So the conventional taxi, conventional car business completely stopped. Next. Now I just give you another example, Watson software. Now Watson software gives a legal advice to advocates. What it means? It means if you have a special abilities, special skills, then and then your job of advocate in market. Otherwise, this software will lose your job. Next. Now, cancer is diagnosed 4 times more accurate with help of Watson software. You see the thing. One of my students is working in this area. He's a master student, but if you see and if you open your eyes and ears, there are lots of software development companies. They are working in market to solve the problem of customers, doctors. Next. Now, if you take another example of conventional car, only electrical car or hybrid driverless car will be on road. Now, what will be the issues? Shared car more cheaper than the bike. No accident, no driver for car. When no accident, no traffic problem and no parking problems. You see the thing. One technology, how it affect to our day-to-day life. Next. You just observe the PCO. Now PCO are out of market due to mobile phone. If you simply see the mobile, if you see the mobile technology, what are the other areas? What are the other facilities are abolished? So many facilities are available in mobile. We can say abundant or number of technology or number of accessories or number of other instrument abolished by the smart mobiles. We do not need a TV. You see, the whole TV programs are available on mobile. So this PCO engage in a sales service, recharge, accessories, repair, maintenance of mobile. Next. Now you see the impact of Paytm. Now digital economy, so no plastic money. And today's youngsters are very, very acquainted with this digital economy. Next. Now change yourself as per the market change. You see the development of the mobile phone, which we are using at least 1 hour to, if we take example of youngsters, 1 hour to 10 hours. From 1983 to 2021, the journey of conventional landline phone to smartphone. Now, if we observe in depth, if you observe in a very systematic way, everything becomes smart. So the first question we have to ask our own self, what about our own self? Whether we become smart, whether we want to adapt the technology, whether we have to train ourselves, look into the requirement of market. Sometimes the youngsters or children are more comfortable with use of mobile. So the development which are taking place in market for each and everything, I am not talking just only mobile, but mobile is the one case which we are observing daily. Next. What about you? Generally our psychology is like, when any changes are taking place, we always resist. If we resist the change, we will not know more in market. So what is our role? We have to manage the change. Plan to change our attitude. Next. Let us study impact. Now, due to changes which are taking place, world is like a small village. Skills becomes obsolete very fast. I always advise to my students, simple your degree certificate will not helpful to you. what extra skills you are having. Always people will ask you about your capability and skills and about your competencies. Sometimes when they appear for the interview, the people will ask, I will learn your skill and ability from your CV. What extra you are having? Now it is very difficult to give the answer by our students. So just advised them, just motivate them regarding skill part. And every year, just we have to advise them 10% of your income you have to invest in your development. So role of teacher to generate curiosity, motivation, passion, eagerness and adaptability. And now the buzzword in a market is creativity and innovation. Next. Impact on market or industries of Revolution 4.0. Next. Now, if you see the first change which are taking place in 1991. So let us observe the market of before 1991 and after 1991. Why I have selected 1991? The LPG was introduced. When I teach my students, why I am teaching this topic in class? Because today's youngsters, they have to jump into the current market and they should learn about the market condition, market situation. Now, when I ask the full form of LPG, immediately they answer it. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. They are 100% right. But the next question I just pose them, if we do not handle LPG in a systematic manner, what will the problem? Problem is fatal accident. Same way, this LPG we should understand in a very different way. This LPG stands for liberalization, privatization and globalization. Now see the impact of liberalization, privatization, of globalization. Before 1991, manufacturer was the king. So his manufacturer was in a center and customer is outside the circle, outskirt of the circle. So more number of customer and limited number of manufacturers. So if you just see the example of TV, every state they are producing their own TV. Gujarat is producing TV Gujtron. UP government was producing TV Uptron. And if you want to purchase any product, you have to pay well in advance the money and you will get the product after 6 months or 1 year. So once you invest your money and you will get the product after 1 year, you cannot, or buyer or purchaser or customer will not focus more on quality. Because if you do not want to purchase it, there is another person, another customer will purchase by giving on. And you should wait another 6 months or 1 year. So that was the situation before 1991. So at that time, customer or manufacturer was the king. Now, if you see after 1991, customer is in center and manufacturer are on outskirt of the circle. What is the impact? Impact means is in current market, customer is the king. There are a number of manufacturers available in market, and when customer is a king, if you want to survive, manufacturer wants to survive, they need to focus on quality. For survival parameters, quality is the only key. Now, this concept, it is a universal concept. I cannot say it is only applicable to the manufacturing industries. It is also applicable to our education industries, academic industries. How? There are number of institutions, number of universities. If we do not focus on students' quality, it is very difficult to get the job by our students, because market industries are expecting the quality only. They want to give money, but simultaneously they expect the quality. So looking to the market requirement, we should prepare our students over and above the syllabus. We try to expose them, we try to advise them, be with the market. Especially in a vacation period, Saturday, Sunday, they expose themselves in industries. Then and there they can differentiate from conventional students to industries ready students. So it is a very big role of any teacher. I'm not talking only engineering teacher, any teacher, to expose the requirement of the market to our students. So here what we have observed, quality is the only key. Now the major impact which you want to learn of LPG introduction, any country can start their business in India. So in the past, we have to compete within the India, but now we have to compete with international market. The quality of students, quality of a teacher, and competition, what we can say, it is a cutthroat competition. So here in this case, if you want to move out, we have to always focus on quality aspect. Next. These are the things I have already discussed with you. Next. Now, after this LPG introduction, the another parameters which we were experiencing in the year of 1990s and initial phase of 20s. The market is termed as a VUCA word. VUCA word stands for, V stands for volatility of market. Rate of changes are taking very fast. Market is completely volatile. U stands for uncertainty of market. That's why we are very unclear about the present condition. Any changes which are taking place in Japanese market, directly it affect to Indian market. So market is very uncertain. C, in VUCA, the C stands for complexity. Multiple key decisions or multiple key parameters, factors affect on current market. And last, A stands for ambiguity. Lack of clarity about the meaning of any event. You cannot get the idea that with this one single event, one single factors, how market will turn out. So this VUCA word, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, this is the current situation of market. Now, how to solve this problem? We are all very intelligent. It is not our role to just pose the problem only. Now, if you want to solve the VUCA word, the volatility, we should develop our vision. Uncertainty, we should understand the market. Complexity, we must very clear the situation of market, and ambiguity we should convert into agility. We should be alert. Then and then you can run your business very successfully in market. Next. Now this is one case of LPG. That is one story of one frog. Frog was wandering in the backyard of the farmer. Frog saw a vessel full of water, and frog jumped into the water. Frog was enjoying the environment because he was alone. He was moving here and there and enjoying the water environment. Now after some times, farmer came and he put that full of water vessel on chula. Now the water is gradually warm up. The changes which are taking place in a water or temperature which is taking place in water, frog was not knowing. At one time, the water gets boiled. It reaches to 100 degrees centigrade. Now, what is the reaction of frog? I always ask the students. There are two alternatives with frog. One, frog can jump out from the boiling water, that is one. And second is frog is no more live in that boiled water. Students are not knowing. They are having the answer, sir, frog will jump out from the water. No. Frog cannot jump out because at that moment he has loosened the strength of their all body postures and gestures and died or is no more live in the water. Now, why I am explaining this story with you? It is same frog story is connected with us. The current market in which we are living, it is a boiling water type LPG market. If we are not alert, if we do not sense the changes which are taking place around us, we cannot adopt the technology and we cannot able to train our own self to fill the requirement of market. And it is a very common issue which is related to the frog and human being. The changes which are taking place around us gradually. Frog was unable to judge it in a same way. As a human being, we are also not sensing the changes which are taking place around us. If we are alert, then and then it is possible. So you should advise your students, be alert, be agile, observe the situation which are taking place around them, open their eyes and ears, and try to adopt the new technology. Next. Now, third situation. First is the LPG market. Second one is the VUCA world. Now, post-COVID market. Now, for post-COVID market, the first situation which I have discussed with you, that is the digitization. Resilience, that is the flexibility. You should ready to adopt it. Business strategies are completely changed. And sustainability. These are the four major parameters in post-COVID market. We cannot prevent ourselves regarding these four parameters. We should bound to adopt it. We should bound to learn it. And that learning is in that way we have to implement in our day-to-day life. Next. Now, preparedness for opportunities. When you discuss with your students, sometimes they're depressed. Sir, there are lots of issues in market, no job in market. I will discuss in detail, but we should prepare our students. There are lots of opportunity in market if you develop yourself. If you develop over and above from your degree certificate, if you develop yourself as per the need of market, then there are lots of opportunity in market. I have worked 25 years as a training and placement officer and try to get the job for some of the branch. That was 100%, but more or less that during that time 75% job placement was there. But we have to prepare our youngsters looking to the need of market. Now work harder and work smarter. Hard work must be there. There is no alternative of hard work. That's why the word which we are using, that is kathor parishram no koi vikalp nathi. And especially we have to train our students regarding hardship. Smart work means when you put hard work, you have to put your hard work with intelligence. Apply your mind. Sometimes the industries, GIDCs are far from their residence, about 5 to 7 kilometers. In Ahmedabad city, 25 to 30 kilometers. Vatva GIDC, even in Baroda, there are distances very long. Now, one of the students faced the problem during evening time when he was coming back from industries to his home. There is a puncture in his two-wheelers. Now, how to solve that problem? At 6:30, there is no alternatives with us. It is very difficult to drive or move that two-wheelers from one place to another place. And the next day, he has left the job. This is the situation. Now, this type of a small example we have to share with the students. How to solve the problem? We can just guide them to solve the problem of mathematics or industrial problem. But day-to-day problem, we have to just guide them. There are lots of problems they have to face every day. Next. Quality, what I have discussed in market requirement. Quality is the only key parameters by which you can survive in the market. But when we discuss in a class regarding quality of anything, the students' mind, they think about the quality of product. But nowadays, apart from the quality of product, market industry is also considering the quality of a human being. Quality covers everything. And generally, the trend in market is one single sentence: quality person can produce quality product. I am not just discussing about the quality means qualification. But if you can able to solve the problem of industries, that is your quality. But to solve the problem of industries, it is not a simple case. That requires attitude, that requires first of all patience. So apart from everything, your positive mind, positive mental attitude, interpersonal relationship, team building, everything comes under quality of a human being. Because in an international market, you have to work with the American people, German people, Japanese people. You should understand their liking and disliking. You should understand the work culture, and you should fulfill the requirement of that general manager or the senior person. So you just try to develop this concept in the mind of students. Also, you should improve your quality with this soft skill or soft parameters. Next. This is also another problem we termed as a total quality management. Do it right first time. My experience with the industries and youngsters on that ground, I just explained to you about this part. In Indian culture, what we feel कि पहली मिस्टेक तो खुदा भी माफ कर सकता है और माफ करता है. So what we feel कि पहली बार काम करते हैं तो मिस्टेक तो होने ही है. Now that international market will not allow you. Do it right first time and every time. I have to add one line more. Do it right first time and every time. This is the requirement of market. Next. This is another parameters we just discussed with the students, because the impact of Industries 4.0 also on education part. This formula, we should give them excellence. E stands for excellence, motivation and commitment. E is equal to MC square, a very popular formula. Now here the main role is of your commitment. If you are working in an industry half-heartedly, your output is 1/4. And if you work with double enthusiasm, your excellence is 4-fold. जो भी काम करो वो श्रेष्ठ करो. That excellence market is expect from our youngsters. Next. Control, alter and delete. This is very popular. Control keys are available on our keypad. Control yourself, alter your thinking, negative to positive, and delete negativity. Sometimes if we give some assignment, first time they will have a negativity in their mind. Sir, it cannot be possible for me. He is not ready to try it out. भाई आप एक step तो आगे बढ़ो. At least you can have an idea. So that part we have to discuss with the students. Self-management system. Now why I have discussed with you, because it is related to the education. When I discuss with my students, I ask the first question: average usage of mobile per day. It starts from 2.5 hours to 7.5 hours. Now you see the thing, and that 7.5 hours or 2.5 hours, it is not a productive time. Now if you discuss with them, one of my students have responded to me, because sir, I want to leave this habit, but you just show me a different creative, innovative activity instead of this mobile utilization which I can perform. So this is our responsibility, how to engage our students or our family members creatively in day-to-day life. What we observe at present, when mother is busy, she is giving mobile to 2 years or 3 years child. Now this habit will create a big havoc in future. So my dear friends, you just try to, apart our role, maybe giving a technical skill or teaching to the students. But apart from this, in a current market, we should also, I will just discuss again in detail, also focus on thinking skill of our students and emotional part of the students. Next. This is another attitude of our students. I always keep this slogan on my table. Never say chalse to quality. The chalse word is very popular in Indian community. And sometimes we are not using the word by simple gestures and postures. We use this word. Pe jaane do na, chalega, chalega. But now in international market, now in LPG market, in VUCA world, quality is the only output. Quality is the only parameter by which you can survive in the market. So in your behavior also, you should just quality conscious. Next. Now, what are the multiple benefits to the students? The four major benefit is productivity, which boost up our economy, quality, speed. Speed means we have to reach to our customer at right time, at right place, with right quality, and flexibility. As per the need of market, we should flexible to adapt the technology. Next. These are the need of current market: quality, speed, efficiency, and cost. Economy part. Economical viable product. That is another issue. So when the students are entering in the market, they expect with your presence, with students of our, or engineers from our institute, with their presence, how quality can be improved or how cost can be reduced. They have to apply their mind. Next. Now, gearing up your industries 4.0. What are the areas? Robotics and mechatronics, additive manufacturing, real-time analytics, machine learning, paperless manufacturing. Why I process automation? Why I am just pose these different areas? Now in coming situation, coming market condition, we do not have a watertight compartment. Because if we see, and if we say, okay, sir, I am from mechanical engineering and this is my area of working. Now the market requires Harpanmola. So we should prepare our students regarding, apart from the mechanical part, what new thing they can learn. There are number of portals are available, NPTEL, SWAYAM. We have to give them a direction. This way you can able to improve your skills. Additive manufacturing, we have to also learn additive manufacturing and we have to teach them. So sometimes teachers have a fear, if we introduce this topic in syllabus, we have to learn new content. But it is required by the market. So in our university, we have introduced Industries 4.0 and in a final year Industries 5.0. Because this is a need of market and we have to learn. And we have to expose ourselves to the industries, what they demand from our students. And we have to train our own self. Next. This is digital factory of future, IoT, big data, automation and machine learning, digital factory, digital warehouse, digital supply chain. Everything is digitized. Next. Skill requirement. I already discussed with you. Next. Opportunity in market. The smart scheduler, smart factory. Everything must be smart. Next. Robot Sophia. Just you expose the students. Students have a, if we just give them idea, they can learn from the Google What about the smart robot? Next. Now you see, in a AICT website, there is one topic, maybe you are having that idea, that is AI for all. Now you see the impact of artificial intelligence everywhere, even in arts and commerce. So if you see the application of AI in agriculture, energy, education, government, finance, healthcare, telecom, smart home, retail shop, media and industrial application. So naturally, we should learn the AI. Otherwise, students, there are a number of students in a mechanical engineering, they are working on Python. They are working on data analytics. And they are producing very good software. So maybe we are not master in all these things, but we can just prepare ourselves to guide the students. Next. Impact on education. Next. Now impact of industries 4.0 on education, education 4.0. In an initial phase, there was a chalk and talk, lecture and memorization. It was industries 1.0. Then 2.0, internet enabled learning. Now 3.0, knowledge producing education. And fourth, the word which I have discussed with you, that is innovation and creativity. Innovative producing education. So first of all, we should understand the impact of industries 4.0 in education 4.0. We should prepare ourselves. Then and then we can give the input to our students. Next. Now the big problem of industries 4.0. How does industries 4.0 affect my job? And this is a big fear in our students. Robots are stealing our jobs. Now we have to just give them support, mental support, emotional support by giving the exposure of new technology. So this headline are wrong and jobs are not going anywhere if you prepare yourself to adopt new technology. You have to prepare yourself regarding AI, regarding machine learning, regarding deep learning, regarding IoT, cyber physics, everything. Next. So, advised our students need of reskilling and upskilling. Again, I am repeating, simple degree certificate will not help the build the future career of our students. So our role is to coach them, teaching them, giving them knowledge, giving them skills, advise them for experience of industries, learning and development, by which you can able to upskill. Because the first question when they appear for the interview, what skills you are having? This is the first question. They are unable to give the answer. Next. Now this is the manufacturing challenges, knowledge content and responsiveness to consumer. Ultimately, when we produce anything, our main goal is to customer satisfaction. And our market nowadays is not only within the Gujarat, not only within the India, our market is a global market. So global market means they require continuously innovation, innovation and innovation. Something new. So Government is also putting lots of effort by giving SSIP, Student Startup and Innovation Project. But if we expose them, our students, in a very right manner, or if we sensitized them, they can perform in a very better way. These are the skills which are required in 21st century. I already discussed big data, cyber security, additive manufacturing, cloud computing, everything. Next. These are the digital technologies which are taking place: virtual and augmented reality, connectivity, cyber security, cloud computing. These are the buzzwords, and these are the applications in any place, any technology, any branch. Next. Be alert and be prepared. So when we teach our students, we just give them idea. Otherwise, surprisingly, they have to face the problem, and they will have a the word which nowadays very popular is a depression. I have heard the word depression at the age of 50. But nowadays, when you just advise the students, their parents will just give the call and just advised you that, sir, don't pressurize my son and daughter. He is having a depression. Now see the thing. So our role, apart from the technology, how to support their emotional part and skill part. And we have to give them the exposure and requirement of market. We have to give them direction again and again. It is not a one-time job. Every day, every session, every lecture, every laboratory, we have to expose them the requirement of market. Next. Upskill for smart manufacturing. Next. Issues for physical and mental health. This is the case which I have discussed with you. This boy is using mobile. But what is the use of mobile? He doesn't have an idea. So it is a first responsibility of parents and second responsibility for teacher. And over and above, एक चीज अभी जो मार्केट में वेरी पॉपुलर, समाज में जो सोसाइटी में हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, एवरीबडी टेल्स टीचर इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर करंट सोसाइटी. It's a big responsibility on us. Next. This is the reskilling needs. I have just classified with percentage. Next. Next. Economical is a growth. Now, is Indian education ready for 4.0? Next. Are we future ready? This is the first question we have to ask our own self. Next. Dear future, I am ready. How am I ready? That is due to one solution, that is adaptability of new technologies, adaptability of new challenges. If you adapt new technology, if you adapt new situation, then people will say you are ready for future. So adaptability of technology, adaptability of situation, adaptability of problem. You have to own the problem. If you are away from the problem, that problem cannot be solved. Next. Change before they change you. Time for change. I advise my students, maybe your parents is protecting you. Maybe being a teacher, what I feel, you are my students and I am having sympathy for you and I am also protecting you. But once you cross the classroom, once you cross the limit of the university or institute, industries will not accept you. So when you enter in industries, forcibly you have to change yourself, rather than you should understand the requirement of market and you change yourself during your teaching learning process. Sometimes when students are coming to me to put my name in a biodata, CV, as a reference, I ask the two questions. Once you enter in industries with my name as a reference, they expected two things. One, you should ready to work 24/7. And second, in industries, no work is a small work. Are you ready? Now, when I just pose this question, the students are very surprised. Sir, ये 7 दिन और 24 hours कौन काम कर सकता है? Now see the situation. So when you explain them 24/7, they are very uncomfortable. They feel very uncomfortable. No, it is not possible for me. And second thing, no work is a small work. It is very difficult to accept by these students. I just share my own experience during my PhD study at L&T Hazira. One trainee from one institute for 3.5 months training period. My manager of welding metallurgy, he has given the job to prepare a Xerox 50 copies of one page. Now that boy was not ready to accept that work. Okay, sir, I am an engineer and it is not my job. And if I know that thing, I have to Xerox the paper in a company, I will not come to this industries. Now you see the thing. Now 5 to 10 copies my manager is doing in a department. The Xerox machine is available in the department itself. But he was not ready that work is mine. I have explained half an hour what way he has to work. And when he is not adopting that work, people are not adopting him in a department. So maybe these two parameters, every day, every week, they do not want to work 24/7, but in an emergency, they should prepare themselves to work 24/7. And no work is a small work. That part we should also explain them. Next, change. No other way. This is the way out. Change your attitude, change your commitment, change your dedication, change regarding your own, and it's everything. The soft part you should ready to change. Way in which I am putting my effort, वो नहीं चलेगा. What industries expect from you, that way you have to mold yourself. Next. This is the better way to explain them कि आपको चतुर बनना है या रणछोड़ दास. Next. काबिलियत के पीछे दौड़ो, काबिल बनो. You should fit to the requirement of market. Next. Opportunity for India. Next. Now this is the another how the students ownership of SSC, that you just understand in a very systematic way, but they should own their issues. ये problem मेरा है ना, that I have to solve. One thing what I have experienced during this my 40+ years of experience, when you assign this job to anybody, every time, every hour, every day you have to take follow कि भाई कहाँ तक पहुँचा, क्या problem है, हो जाएगा ना. This is not the right way. You should own the problems, own the work. Automatically you will get the result. Next. Now coaching and mentoring. Only teaching will not work. कोचिंग एंड मेंटरिंग, उसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? दैट इज अ रोल ऑफ नाउ टीचर, सेल्फ बिलीफ, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, ब्लेम फ्री। ब्लेम फ्री मीन्स कुछ भी होता है तो स्टूडेंट्स क्या बोलते हैं कि सर मार्केट की सिचुएशन ऐसी है कि वी कैन नॉट गेट द जॉब। नाउ सी द थिंग, इफ यू एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन कि सर ये इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट। दूसरी बात, समटाइम्स दे आर हैविंग फियर ऑफ इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन कि सर ये तो मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, आई एम अनेबल टू फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश। सो एट दैट टाइम द इमोशनल सपोर्ट आप कर सकते हो, दैट कैन बी पॉसिबल फॉर यू, दैट पार्ट वी शुड गिव देम सपोर्ट। सो ब्लेम फ्री, ये तो मार्केट की सिचुएशन ऐसी है, ये इंस्टीट्यूट में हमें कुछ करवाया नहीं था, ये सब बोलने से कुछ दे विल नॉट गेट द जॉब। I just explained my own experience. Once I was a member of selection of MCA students, MCA faculty member. Now at that time, we have already advertised regarding the knowledge of C#. So the candidate must have a knowledge of C#. Now at that time, I was talking about 15-20 years back. During the interview, I have asked the question, do you have knowledge of C#? The boy was very innocent. Immediately he has responded to me कि सर वो हमारे सिलेबस में नहीं था। He was right. उस टाइम सिलेबस में नहीं था, लेकिन मैंने जस्ट उसको ऐसे एक्सप्लेन किया कि बेटे आपके सिलेबस में तो नहीं था, लेकिन आपके बस में तो था। When you are having idea, you know about the requirement, qualification of candidate, C# knowledge is required, so you should put additional effort to fulfill the requirement. So वो मेरे syllabus में नहीं था, that part now in market will not work, so blame you. So these are the things. Next, motivation and entering task. This is another area which we want to apply, that is self-directed learning. Students who self-monitoring is self-responsible. So there is a different in between students and learner. Learner is self-responsible, self-management control, how to use the different gadgets in a very systematic way. Next, coaching and mentoring, this part we should keep in mind. Every student have a potential, we have to ready to give him support. It is a role of, not only the role of teacher, but we have to play a role of coaching and mentoring. Next, active learning, this is another way to involve the students in day-to-day teaching learning process. Next, this is another way of teaching, that is experiential and applied learning. Try to involve the students in day-to-day, because if you see the psychology of students, classroom teaching is very difficult. We have to engage the students, we have to utilize their potential, we have to utilize their energy in a creative activities. So project-based learning nowadays very useful in our teaching learning process. Next, this is brain-based learning, student-centric learning. Next, growth plan of students. Appreciation is very important. Pat your back, keep it up. This is the word which we have to use when we interact with the students, and we have to focus apart from teaching learning in our current market, that is IQ, EQ, spiritual quotient or cultural quotient. Next, this is learning taxonomy. Up till now we have discussed about the Bloom taxonomy, but it is also very effective Fink's taxonomy. How to learn and why to learn, that part we have to keep in mind. And one paper I have also published, that is caring pedagogy, how to take care of our students. Next, This part we are teaching, developing our teacher in a university, and from 2014. But nowadays, AICT has implemented universal human value education. For any technology, for any activities, we have to keep human being in a center. And generally, what we are using the word that is user friendly. Next. Joint 4H movement. H stands for hand in skill. Second H stands for heart. And third H for head. And fourth, most important nowadays in a post-COVID market is your health. If your health is good, then and there's hand, head, and heart will work in a career development. Next. These are the 6 pillars of education as per my experience. Vikas stands for values, innovation, knowledge, attitude, skill, and human. Next. What are you thinking? We have to ask to our students. So up till now we are putting effort, skill development. Now we have to putting effort on thinking part and emotional part, EQ. So try to prevent the depression and every other issues. Next. Individual creativity and innovation. Try to focus on individual ability and individual attitude. Next. Innovation engine. Think about the culture, think about the attitude. Imagination power is very much important, knowledge and resources and habitat. Next. Emotional intelligence, that we should give them a self-awareness, their potential, motivate each and every activity, appreciate them, empathetic study or empathetic learning. Try to empathize with our students. Put your leg in the shoes of students. What they face the problem when we teach them. Social skills and self-regulations. Next. This is related to the EQ. Next. Understand emotions of students. Now, apart from our teaching learning process, this is another additional responsibility of ourselves. Apart from classroom teaching, we should also observe their psychology. Sometimes what we feel the role of teacher is completely changed, but this is a need of market. Then and then you will get the result. Next. Students' attitude 2 into 4 into 6. What it means? 2 means 2 pages of any book. It is enough knowledge. 4 means 4 walls of classroom. It is a place of learning. Otherwise, society is itself a big laboratory. And 6 hours working in institutions, it is enough for my career. So just move out, just guide them, direct them from coming out from 2 into 4 into 6. Next. Stable and able. If you are having stability, then and then you are having ability. And if you are having ability, then and then you can able to stable in market. Next. Principle of golden rule. I have already explained to you. Why part? Why? Every time they should ask the purpose of study, the topic or laboratory. That's why I have explained to you why we want to learn industries, impact of industry 4.0 on industries and education. And then how to understand. Next. 12 graduate attributes. Everybody is knowing. Yes, it is as per the Washington Accord. If you study in detail, I have engaged one STTP at Vallabh it was related to the NB accreditation, and I have given this activity in a group of faculty members. Problem analysis. If you want to develop this attribute, problem analysis, design the assignment. investigation ability, design the assignment. So these are the 12 graduate attributes we have to develop in our students, but to design the experiment and assignment is a big challenge. Next. Education transforming the future of training. Next. 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 Next tomorrow and let them know. Smart person start his work now. Next. Next. This is one advertisement in Times of India. What they expect. These are the all characteristics they have mentioned indirectly. Next. Think out of the box, innovative thinking. Next. Innovation and creativity is a buzzword. Next. The road ahead, what are we going to do after this session? Now, what we have to plan, what we have to think, what we have to change, it depends on us. I will just give you my experience sharing as per the schedule 2:30. Next. Thank you very much. Your future is very bright. Next. Best wishes for your golden future. Next. And thank you very much for giving me opportunity by Ely College Morbi Production Department, Director of Technical, Commissionerate of Technical Education. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was a matter of pride for us, sir, that you accepted our invitation and you be with us for sharing your expertise, your knowledge, your experience, whatever you were having. It was really very fantastic. And I'm now handing over this mic to Haresh Parmar, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. It is a wonderful session. Especially, I would like to say, particularly your equation E is equal to MC square, in which you have the put weight on the commit. So, what is the important of commitment you have introduced, as well as control or delete, which we are using in normally in our life. So, that is going to be impact if we are going for that day. Now, I would like to ask the participant if they have any question, they can share in a chat box.
Participants are asking for the presentation. So have some patience. We will be sharing all the presentation, all the PPTs with all the participants. If you have any query or if you are having any doubts or want to discuss anything, you can please put that in the chat box. Participants are putting thank you for spreading such knowledge to the Acharya, sir.
So now I would like to invite Professor Hiren Halwadia. He is a lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department at BPTI Bhavnagar, Gujarat. So please, I would like to invite Hiren Halwadia for the vote of thanks.
Respected principal sirs, Ely College Morbi, coordinators of Ely College Morbi Production Engineering Departments, respected speaker Professor G.D. Acharya sirs, and all participants. In the Faculty Development Program, Industry 4 and Manufacturing, Factory of Future Perspectives, topic taught by Professor G.D. Acharya sir, impact of Industry 4 on educations and industries, that we have get more knowledge about the learning taxonomies, past scenarios and future scenarios of industries, project-based learning, future requirement of industries, learning, motivation, and skill-based learning, and innovation and global competitiveness in the world in future, that we have taught by the Professor G.D. Acharya sir, and we have got the good knowledge regarding the impact of Industry 4 on educations and industries, that we have get good knowledge from him. Thank you very much, sir. We respect you and we thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hiren sir. Once again, we are presenting a thank to Acharya sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now, all
Sir,
participants, yes, we have our next session at sharp 3 p.m. So you may have a break of half an hour, and please rejoin with the link which I am sharing you in the group. Thank you so much.
ठीक.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.